What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video we're going to be checking out Chainlink. So, hey, Chainlink Marines, hit that like button, subscribe for more, leave a comment where you're tuning in from. Really appreciate that. So we got Chainlink here on the daily. All right, we got some green across the board. Hey, today's looking like a good day. It's Thursday, so we got today and tomorrow. So it's not pumping on a Friday where we have to deal with the weekend because we all know how the weekends have been. So it's good, right? We got some bullish momentum. Can we keep it, right? Can we keep it? Let's dive in and find out. So, right, we were thinking, hey, we might come down a little bit more. Try to test this 786, 886 in this one. This 2268 was almost reached at. We got down to 2275. So, potato. 7 cents off. Right, we did think lower. And now, right, we're trying to close above the 382. We close above the 382, we're looking higher. Okay, so 2420, pardon me, that's the area that we need to close above. Right here. So I'll keep that right there. We're above the September open. We look like we're doing the bottom and then rip ski. We look like we're doing this, where we bottom and then rip. That's like a nice little kind of something like this, and then you rip, right? It's just it's just the building of momentum down through here. Same concept. Kind of do this, and you rip, right? So let me see if I can find another one. One more. I mean, this is a big bottom. This is a big one. This is a big one like this, something like this, something like that, and you rip. Like that, you rip, right? So they're all over. That's kind of what you like to see. It's that rounded bottom. We're above all the EMAs now. We're above all the EMAs, right? All the EMAs on the daily. Let's check on the Fu Manchu. Fu Manchu, we got a green dot on the Fu Manchu. Green dot on the Fu Manchu with the stochastic trying to cross, right? Trying to cross on the stochastic. When's the last time we had a green dot and a cross on the stochastic? Right through here. Right, and then the cross happened a little bit later, so that's when we went from that $15 up to $27, so almost 100% move, right? Let's kind of do apples to apples, where we were pretty much at the zero line. We were at the zero line where the stochastic crossed. Definitely wasn't there. Nope, wasn't there. Wasn't there. No, we're at the -7, so no. The zero line, no. I have to go back a ways. Something like this. We're pretty much above the zero, but the stochastic wasn't ready to cross. Something like this. Yeah, not a lot of comparison. I mean, going back all the way to 23, so nothing too crazy to compare to. So we did fall out. We did break out of this falling wedge, so that's nice, and we just been kind of going sideways. We do look like we're like we just got done doing a 1-2, right? We do look like we just got done doing a 1-2, and so we do have this level. I'm gonna put this level down through here. I know I'm gonna move our area of interest. I am. Right there. We gotta close above that. Right there. That's all we gotta do. Gotta close above that. All right, now for the fun stuff. Right now for the fun stuff. Fun. This is a 1-2. I mean, that does match up with your 382 as well. Right there, that 2420, 2421. Okay, so we're looking targets. On this move, we're looking to get up to 28 all the way up to $32, right? 28 to 32. I'll leave this up on the chart, but minimum target 28, 32. And this is just for your next move before you cool off. Right? And I mean, it's crypto. You can get all the way up to the $38 range. So, but those are the two I would look for. All right, 28, 32. I think if you break the 28, I don't think you actually stop at the 32, if I'm being honest. I think you're going to run up to this 38. So We're gonna see how we interact with the 1618. We see if we wick up or if we just huge bodies pass through it, right? If we come up through here like this, you know, kind of do something like this and then go. That's what we'd like to see, right? That'd be nice. That'd be really nice because you're just gaining momentum down here in areas of resistance, and then these areas up here just butter, Okay. So that's that on the daily. On the RSI, we are crossing above the 54.41. So we have gone through two. We got through the moving average and we got through this area. Okay, what are we gonna do with this downtrend? Right? What are we gonna do with this? Are we gonna reject off of it? Right? We need to get above it. We need to get above it to get a higher low. Sorry, a higher high. I always do that. Not enough coffee. All right, we got to get above this. We have to. We can't just keep making lower highs. All right, can't. Got to get out of here. So that's chain link on the daily. I kind of want to check the 3-day. Still a red dot on the 3-day. Still a red dot on the 3-day. I do like this though. I like this. Right. So you got higher lows. Right. So that means we should get higher highs. So we should be, getting out of here. We should be, right? We should be. If you have higher lows, you're looking for higher highs, right? That's kind of the order of operations, right? Order of operations. Let's go right through here. Let's do this. Don't need that. Perfecto. Okay. So what are we doing right here? We are essentially right at the line of decision, right? We're at the line of decision. Or we're actually breaking out, but it's kind of a sideways breakout. I don't really like that. I don't. It's not as definitive, right? When you're just kind of going sideways, right? We need to try to get up and out of here. When do we close? 8 hours. So today's close is going to be big. We do have a red dot. This was provided on Tuesday, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe the MACD. We can go check out the MACD in a little bit, but yeah, this 3-day looks like it's good. It looks like it's trying to engulf this. I mean, I don't think it's going to today. I mean, it's 8 hours left, but I don't think we're getting up to 25 today. Let's go look at the smaller time frames real quick. This is nice. Look at that, just bouncing right on that 2420 area. It's right at that 786. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we're crossing on the 50. The 4 hours crossing on the 50. So, wow. There we go, right there. Right there. So the 20 is crossing up above the 50. Now we're up above every single EMA, which looks very, very, very good. We're up above all the EMAs. Chainlink looks like one of my healthiest holds actually right now. We're above all the EMAs. All the EMAs are pointed up. Oh yeah, you have a cross through all of them. Wow. So now we need continuation. Now we need some continuation. All right, we need to get over bot. I'm tired of doing this. Just coming up and it's like hanging out down through here. We need like up in here. We need to be getting over bot. Get over bot. Right? Get over bot. Over bot. Like we got a little bit over bot, but that's about it. Right? We need to get over bot for sure. So it is looking pretty nice. I do want to see the weekly. I just want to see what the weekly's at because we got. Okay, we're above every single. I don't think we're going down here. So this is right. This I mean, if we can close above this area of interest, because that's your 382. You're above your weekly 382. You're above your September open. You have a bullish hammer. I mean, this is what you're looking for. This is exactly what you're looking for. You have a liquidity grab all throughout here, almost the entire body. No green dot yet. So we're waiting on that green dot. Let's go through the MACD and kind of work our way backwards. We never dropped down below the 0. We never. I mean, we did in like through April, but we haven't dropped down through the 0 yet. We're above all the EMAs on the 2-week chart. Yeah, you were losing. Yes, You were losing, let me get my brush out. Right, you're kind of going correcting and you're losing momentum, which is fine, but your stochastics really didn't, your stochastics are still pointed up. Right, so that's actually really good because you're losing momentum, but your stochastics didn't round. See how, we started to get to that lighter color and we started to see like a rounding shape like that? That didn't happen here. It's still kind of pointed up. So that's very good. Very good, very good. The 3-day, we have a cross. That's probably why there's a red dot on there. Because like I said, the Fu Manchu uses the MACD. It's essentially the MACD. It just has a little bit more things. But yeah, so it's a lagging indicator, right? Lagging indicator. We got green on the chart. We got red down through here, right? It's kind of taking into account this 3-day right here, and so yeah. So right now it does look. It looks like it's going like that though. It doesn't look. Let me get a different look. It doesn't look like this, right? It doesn't look like this, how it's coming straight down, right? See what I'm saying? It's kind of just right under it, so it can just come right above it. The dip and rip. Dip and rip. Let's see here to the 2-day. It's, oh wow, the 2-day has had bearish momentum. But we have had higher highs in price. And so do we have, yeah, higher lows, essentially. Higher lows. So we're still in a good trend. Still in a good trend. We just want to see some kind of cross. Like what are we doing on the daily? That's not my that's my marker. That's not my pointer. The daily, I mean, okay, we did get some bearish momentum, but that's fine. We had bearish momentum through here, all the way down to that $15 range. From that 20 to 15, then we ran up to 27, right? You got to have some kind of bearish momentum. And in all reality, right? Do we have a high, yeah. I mean, this is bullish divergence, right? We have a lower low, and we have a higher low in price, right? So that's very good, right? So we got down through here, got down lower. We had more bearish kind of momentum, but we didn't lose price, right? Price didn't like come all the way down. Like some cryptos, Jasmine, a little bit of degen, right? Those came down quite a bit, right? Those came down quite a bit with price, right? But this is bearish. I mean, sorry, this is bullish, and it does look at that, it's bullishly postured, right? You're losing bearish momentum as you're postured bullishly. So you could have a couple good days coming up. I mean, it's just hard to, because everything looks good, and then you have one day that kind of wipes everything out. So I mean, if you've been here long enough, you understand. It's just, that's the way crypto has been. There's market makers are trying to make it so no one can have any kind of hope, but hey, we still have hope on this channel. We still think we're going higher, right? Higher. We think higher for sure. On the 8-hour chart, are we getting across? We're trying to get across on the 8-hour chart. Trying to get across on the 8-hour chart. We do have, yeah, this looks great too. Yeah, because you got down through here. Where was this low? Down through here. Where was this low? Down through here, right? Bullish. Because you got higher lows, right? You got higher lows. Same thing through here, right? Did we get lower? I mean, pretty much double bottom on the MACD, right? With higher lows. So our bearish momentum is kind of just resetting us. They're not in control. When you hear like, oh, bears are in control or this or that, I don't think bears are in control actually. I think price has just been cooling off and it's just been revving up. And I think there's going to be a day and a time where it's not going to cool down for a while. And people are going to jump in and short. It's going to hit, or people are going to sell. And it's going to look like it's going to cool off. It's going to look like something like this, right? It's going to do this kind of thing and then go, right? It's not going to let you back in unless you FOMO, right? It's going to kill you if you're a It's going to destroy you if you're a bear, right? This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but that's what I think. I think they've just been setting people up for a, I think they've been setting people up for what's coming, right? People are going to just exit too early. They're going to enter late, right? People are going to enter late. And yeah, I think I did cover, yeah, we're crossing the 50. That looks good. We're above the 0. Were we above the 0 on the 8? We're above the 0. We're above the 0. Ooh, we're getting a little green on the 12 hour we're crossing, but not on the 8 hour. How does that make any sense? See, how does that make any sense, right? How does that make any sense? All right. Usually the smaller time frames are ahead, but I guess not, right? We are crossing. When's the last time we were above the 0 and we crossed with some bullish momentum? Above the 0 and crossed with some bullish momentum. July 25th. What did we do on July 25th? That's what we did right here. We went from, had a nice little 58% move, but it did start this larger move where it went up 116% over the span of a month, right? It went up a span of over a month, went up 117%. What about November? Because November we had a crazy move. Let's go check this one out. We had a cross above. We're right here. We had a cross. Oh, we weren't. We didn't have a cross above, actually. We didn't have a cross above. It was below. Yeah, we did go up. So, right, we actually are above the 0. We're crossing above the 0, which is more bullish in my opinion, because you're having bullish momentum from a higher point, right? From a higher point, so there's less resistance, right? You can get up higher with more momentum. And so, yeah, so overall, looks solid, right? Chainlink looks solid. We have the levels, right? Have the levels where we need to close above. All right, we got to close above this 2420, which we look like we're doing, and then let's see how we interact with some of these levels, right? The 786 is 2574 level, but then we got some levels up to the upside, right? This November all-time high 786, I think that is kind of, I feel like, honestly, this 786 is more important. This 786 is more important. This 2574. So we can identify that we're not in a, because that's the one scenario I don't want to be in. I don't want to be in an A, B, C, right? Because you could have 3 waves up, and that's still your B wave, right? We need 5 waves up, because you could have a 1, 2, 3, and then you right here you slam down, something like that. That's a possibility. I just want to make everyone aware here that that definitely is a possibility. So the 786, right? I'm just going to put that green there. We need to, right? To stay bullish, to think bullish, we got to close above 2420. But right, this 786 is huge. 786 is huge. So I can get rid of this. And these are some of the targets I'm thinking on this next move, right? Some of the targets I'm thinking of next move. What do I think is about to happen? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. Until we I think it would be unwise for me to say, oh, this is gonna happen before we find out with the 786, right? Because anything can happen, right? There's 2 scenarios. Either you come up, you slam up, you get above your 786, and you can kind of like drizzle down a little bit, and then you use it as support, and then you go, right? Because you need 5 waves up, so you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm saying you can go past your 786. I'm just saying past your 786, right? You can go all the way up to $34, $40, right? Not financial advice. Or you can come right up here, have 3 waves, reject, and then come down. So this area right here, this 2574, that's the big area, right? Big area. So those are the levels that I'm keeping aware of. Those are the levels that I'm going to be tracking. So if you found this video useful, helpful, informative in any kind of way, please hit that like button and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot, and it's free. And so I'll be posting a video. I'll probably post a video on Saturday on CHAINLINK. Keep everyone updated. So I appreciate your time. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.